They called it unauthorized vegetation. I called it a lifetime of work. When the HOA sent a landscaping crew to mow down my front yard while I was at work, they thought they were just fixing a violation. They didn't realize they were destroying a federally protected habitat. So, here's the story. I'm a retired botanist, and my front yard wasn't your typical lawn. It was a complex, beautiful ecosystem I'd spent decades cultivating. We're talking native prairie grasses, rare and endangered local wildflowers, little slice of nature's paradise. But the HOA board, they had a different vision. They wanted everyone to have a perfectly manicured, bright green lawn of Kentucky bluegrass, you know, the kind that needs a gallon of chemicals a week just to stay alive in our climate. They told me my yard looked like an abandoned lot and sent threatening letters. I tried to explain the ecological importance, but they wouldn't listen. One day, I came home from a trip to find my entire yard mowed to the dirt. Everything was gone. My work, the delicate balance I'd created, all of it. They thought they'd won. But here's the twist. What the HOA board and their hired crew didn't see were the small, silver tags hidden at the base of the plants. My garden wasn't just a hobby. It was a registered research site for the state university. More importantly, it was a protected habitat for the endangered rusty-patched bumblebee. I didn't bother calling the HOA president to yell. That wouldn't bring my plants back. Instead, I made a different call to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. See, when the HOA knowingly authorized the destruction of a known habitat for an endangered species, they weren't just in trouble with me anymore. They were now in very, very deep trouble with the federal government. The fallout was immediate and spectacular. The fines from the feds started at $25,000 per violation, and there were a lot of violations. The HOA president tried to throw the landscaping company under the bus, but I had copies of their contract. It clearly stated the board had ordered the clearing of all non-grass flora. Busted, to avoid actual criminal charges, each board member had to personally pay into a massive restoration fund. So now, my beautiful weeds are being professionally replanted by botanical experts. All paid for by the very people who tried to destroy them. And the best part, my yard now has a big, official federal protection sign right out front, which the HOA isn't allowed to even look at funny. If you enjoyed this story, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more from BestWithB12. Thanks for watching.